I do think that I do like the burps as a branding piece of the podcast where we don't really stop stories for a burp. The burp just kind of shows up in the story. And
I've never edited a single one out or around one.
Good.
And it's been like they'll pop up right in the middle of while the other one's talking. My mother's got cancer.
So my dad died.
That is a trademark of the show, I suppose.
Well, that's a trademark of us as people.
Mike, our farts.
I'd be too tempted to perform, and I'd end up working stuff out that's not a fart, and it would just not be a good time.
Yeah, and then that would lead to sharding.
That would probably be great pod, though. Jack, I was listening to some old episodes. I have some podcasting tips for you.
Okay.
The biggest advice I have is if one of us asks you something, tell a story related to the topic. That'll guarantee that you make the show instead of getting cut out.
Don't listen to him, Jack. Don't listen to him.
Oftentimes we'll set you up and be like, hey, what's going on at the record store? And you'll just go, same old shit. It's like, nope, it's not what we were looking for. Any anecdote of your day, that's what we're hoping for.
Jack, he's leading you down a dangerous road. Don't listen to him. Your chaos is charming to me.
It's the path to stardom.
That's what I need. I need this podcast shit to pay off.
Well, he's going to take over this thing. He's already got designs on this, as you can see.
I'm trying to build Jack into a star. I'm giving him tips on how to podcast. I'm giving him a new name. Although Jack Brown is a pretty strong show business name, I wouldn't
change that.
I wouldn't
That's
change
great.
it. It is pretty good.
I would add a middle initial.
Ooh, what do we got? S for sexy? Jack S.
That
Brown.
is my middle initial.
Actually, I heard he's working on his own Joker movie.
Oh, God. What is with that? Okay, how many Jokers do we need here? Are you just here? Are they like Colonel Sanders now?
Yes, where it's a new comedian every month.
Good. Oh, good. Well, I can't wait until fucking
Brian Posehn is the Joker.
He's my dream Joker, actually.
Yeah, I think that it's because that character speaks to so many fucked up '90s people that like they'll never be able to. And DC's struggling so hard compared to Marvel in terms
What do
of
you mean?
the pop culture war. But
How do you mean? I don't know what you mean. They seem to be completely equal to me.
yeah, they're the same.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I've been rewatching some of those DC movies. They are very strange, tonally all over the place.
Well, they're a mess in the way that they're made. I mean, they had one. What was it? Suicide Squad was finished by a trailer house.
That one's a
that's
fucking
amazingly stupid
mess. Have you actually sat and watched that?
God, no.
You have to.
No,
Seriously.
I've watched more hour-long breakdowns of that movie. I probably could tell you all the plot points that are coherent, but I have no interest in actually watching the movie. I'd rather watch someone who's competent, like tear it apart.
That's what I'm saying. We should watch it for that reason. It's so obvious from the get-go. What the fuck kind of choice is that? Yeah, it's awful. And you know that James Gunn is rebooting it now, which is so bizarre.
Yeah, he's playing both fields now, huh?
Well, yeah, but officially now, yeah. But for a while, it seemed like he was just switching teams. You know?
Switching teams, and ready to come back hometown, and give the finger and shit. And get
that was a good move because nobody else was gonna match his tone and his weird,
Yeah, it's all that trauma training.
Yeah, exactly.
Uncle Lloyd taught him well.
Yeah, the Romeo and Juliet shows.
Have you seen? I keep seeing these behind the scenes photos of Lloyd Kaufman, and it'll be like he's the director of most of these things, but at the same time it'll be the caption will be "Make your own damn wind machine," and it's him holding a piece of cardboard, flapping it at the actors off screen, off camera.
In Terror Firmer, that was his own piss. That wasn't. We don't have time for stunt piss.
Here, I'll just piss. Everyone piss.
When he was portraying the blind man who was spraying piss all over everyone. It was like two people trying to have sex in the bathroom, and he was spraying piss. Is somebody in here? That's a masterpiece.
Have you seen the R-rated version of Terror Firmer?
I think it's on YouTube, isn't it? Like
That particular scene, the pissing scene, it instead of actually showing that, it cuts to Lloyd Kaufman and he's throwing frozen peas.
I can't remember which behind the scenes I was watching, but it was a whole like 20 minutes of him berating a special effects person because the special effects were so bad. And his whole thing was like, did you camera test this? Did you put it on camera before you got here? This is the first time you've tried it out? So you're wasting my time and ours by making this the live shoot, the camera. And I was like, I'd never seen Lloyd Kaufman be an asshole before, but wow. So you're doing it out of passion. But not everyone's fucking Rob Bottin. Not everyone can pull a magical rabbit out of their ass.
Are you saying both pronunciations because you're counting on me editing the wrong one out?
Yes.
Well, all right. I'll leave that up to the audience. That's multiple
Twitter
choice.
Poll. Twitter poll.
It's like my old friend Priest who can't pronounce anything ever. So he would always say, you know that band ABSU?
You just spell it out?
Yeah, and I go, yes. You know, ABSU or whatever?
PROSCRIPTERMCGOD.
He would say that every time to where that became the name of the band, ABSU or whatever. And I finally said, why don't you say the name of the fucking band? He goes, I don't know how to pronounce that. I go, okay, how is it possible to mispronounce that word? Try it.
Absa.
See, it's impossible. So he was
Absu.
Priest, you're a fucking idiot.
Priest, I never met you, but you're an idiot. Pawnhoss, coming at you.
Are we going to talk Pawnhoss, the legacy of the Bruss family? With what killed Uncle Richard and possibly my father?
That's the name of your horror movie, is Pawnhoss.
Pawnhoss.
Revenge of the Hog.
That's my get out.
Yes.
Pawnhoss, otherwise known to you folks as Scrapple, is something that the German side of the Bruss family is made for many years. It's basically you liquefy an entire pig in a vat, and then you pour cornmeal into it until it becomes
delicious.
And then you take that substrate and you fry it.
Yeah, you gotta fry it. You gotta make sure that you add even more oil and fat to the situation.
Well, no, it
creates its own.
Yeah. Pawnhoss makes its own gravy.
Tell him, Ripley. Tell him, Ripley.
Now, Dr. Grind just came in, and he is pantomiming that he's on the phone.
Pantomiming laughing because he doesn't want to alert the person he's talking to on the phone that he's laughing, or he's being polite to our podcast.
I thought he was just faking that he was talking on the phone for...
Now he's pointing. I don't know what that means.
The pizza guy's here. Isn't that... His look is pizza guy. Yeah.
Yes.
He's afraid of being on the show, is what it is.
You're afraid of...
It's very casual. Talk away.
Afraid of being mobbed by our millions of fans.
Everybody's afraid of being on our show, except for Snack Pliskin.
They don't want to be associated
You're
with
the only
us.
one that has the balls.
You got the nuts, kid.
Jack
I got the tits for it.
You got the labes.
Gross.
I have the labes for it.
You got labes of steel, kid.
Well, yeah, but speaking of non sequiturs, the human non sequitur.
Host of Mediocre Cooking, bass player for Call of the Void. Please welcome Alex Dr. Grind Pace.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Consider yourself privileged. You as the first guest. First celebrity guest.
Good times.
How dare you? What about Snack Pliskin? She's a celebrity. Well, I guess you're saying
she's a celebrity.
She's
to
more
me.
part of the show than necessarily a guest, I suppose. But
You have more followers than I do on Twitter. Hey,
Welcome to the show.
what can we do for you? Why are you here?
I came for services.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
The
when
To
pizza I ordered-
service or to service us?
I love to service. That's what I'm here for. Are we?
All right.
If you go to a Call of Avoid show, Alex will service you.
I'm taking my pants off.
Oh, that okay.
I mean,
yeah,
you
it's
had-
good. No, it's good.
Here's your opportunity to talk about interesting new things that Call of the Void may be doing to literally a dozen people.
The new song sounded really good.
Yeah, you actually have a lot of things in the hoppers.
Oh, I just gotta say, when I walked in, I was like getting into like a heavy portion of a conversation with my buddy.
That was real.
Yeah, that was real.
That wasn't
yeah.
you faking a phone call.
No, and that's the second time that people have thought I was faking a phone call. The first time was when a Grubhub guy called me because I had ordered about $20 worth of Taco Bell, and I asked for 20 sauce packets, and he wasn't sure he could get me the right Mountain Dew, so he called me.
He couldn't get you the Baja Blast.
I asked for the Baja Blast, and
As
they
you
did not
should.
have it.
Get outta here.
That's a travesty.
I know. Something fucked up there.
Temerity.
It is awful. So that the last time that happened, they were laughing, and the guy could hear it. I'm like, oh, I'm so like I didn't say I'm sorry. I just like kept going with it. It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm having a real phone call. This
is important.
This is what I sound like.
I'm not gonna get my Baja Blast, and this night has turned for the worst.
I asked for 20 hot sauce packets because I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I'm making the man count.
I'm the same. I need a lot of sausage.
He
Just say a
didn't- he didn't-
fistful. You don't have to
I
specify.
couldn't-
But
it.
you
could've
literally
done
said. I thought you were just saying 20. You literally said 20.
Yeah, because it gave you the option on the app.
Okay. All
He
right.
gave me 53. I counted.
well, that's
You
a
should
good man.
Yeah, tip.
Oh
that
no! I
man.
gave him I tipped him, and then he was coming in, and I was just like, "I'm sorry for my friends here," and I gave him an extra $5.
You're supposed to give him $1 per sauce.
Oh boy.
Tip.
You know,
What?
if that was the method, I would be broke or rich.
Yeah, if you're rich enough to just $1 per sauce packet in you.
That's my deal here.
Hey, that guy lived in his car for like 12 months off of Taco Bell packets. They're worth $1 a piece. I like your cooking show.
Thank you.
Which
Thank you.
which is titled.
Oh, mediocre cooking.
Yes,
Medi-
and we can find this where?
YouTube.com/mediocre cooking. I think it's Instagram mediocre cooking official.
You
or
may have
something.
seen it featured on metal websites such as Metal Injection and Metal Sucks.
It was on Metal Sucks.
Yeah, I think Chris Crovate and he gave it a shout out in a couple places.
That's fucking awesome.
No, it's funny. Yeah, it's really funny.
Just wait. I'll have to show you the.
You get a new one coming?
I'll punish you with some shit.
Some B-roll? You got
Oh
some
no!
B-roll for
Oh
me?
no! This
He punished me the other day with like a 10-minute clip of him just in different costumes in front of a green screen.
we're gonna come out, fucking guns blazing, gonna
Who's
murder.
we?
his-
The royal we?
Oh no! that's-
you and the dog.
He is a decent amount to doing it now. He is.
He's on the show?
Foxy got recast. So now I have besides a dachshund that has a lot of issues, now I have a corgi mix that has a lot of issues. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you do.
I don't appreciate this positivity you're trying to bring to the show.
Haven't you heard the show?
Fuck 'em. That's better.
Don't you have a big tour coming up?
Yeah,
Thank
shouldn't
you.
you be? You have a big
You're
song.
great. You're great at yes-anding our bullshit, but but we're interested. Like you as the guest.
Yes.
This is your opportunity
You have
to broadcast your workings and the things that you're doing.
Okay, so check it out. So mediocre cooking. It's fun. Go ahead, check it out. There is season 3 coming out. I am determined to get it put on Adult Swim because season 3 is like real shit.
You hear that? If you work for Adult Swim, you've ever worked for Adult Swim, or you know a producer at Adult Swim, get in contact with the Filth Chamber and Dr. Grind, and we'll give you an executive producer credit. I'm already being your agent, but
Oh no, please.
And yes, please cast me as a voice on whatever. That's all I'm
if
asking.
you want to do something,
cast him in something out of his range.
Okay.
Yes, please, because
I
I
got
have a
plenty of
very
PAs.
reedy tone. So make sure to cast me in something where I have to sing a lot or speak really low, like James Earl Jones. But
I'm trying to put in a musical number into one of the episodes.
I'm not kidding. I can help you with that. I really can.
I'm really excited. now.
All right, wait.
Okay, so getting back to it. You see, I have to move. You can't tell, but I just moved position slightly. Jeez. Anyway, so
Play-by-play.
That was very threatening. I felt that was
He's
threatening.
taking a dominant stance. All right, we're going to talk about my shit now, motherfuckers.
So Call of the Void is we're doing a couple tours. We have one that we aren't announcing yet. Maybe by the time this episode's out, we'll have.
Yeah, it's actually coming out at the perfect time for the start of the one that's already announced.
So Call of the Void has a new record coming out. It's Buried in Light. It's going to be out on Translation Lost Records.
Oh, nice.
May 10th.
I mean, from my perspective, since I've been 16, there's been awesome metal bands getting signed out of Denver every 5 years, and then recently it's picked up like every year to every few months.
Yeah.
Someone awesome's getting signed.
It's cool to be like, okay, our friends are getting recognized. Like everyone's been making. Denver has a wonderful scene, always
We've
has.
all been playing metal for a really long time. Like we have a lifer scene. Like there's hanger-ons and people that come and go, like drive-bys, but there is more of a lifer scene in Denver than like most places I've ever been or have lived.
Now I'm looking at a photo of you right now.
Oh no!
Promotional photo for the new album.
What do you have to say about my neck?
Well,
I got nothing to say, dick neck.
Dick neck.
nothing to say, Corpse Grinder Jr.
CGJ.
Have you seen? Are you into Cronenberg?
See, I'm a horror virgin.
He's the poser.
I am such a fucking poser.
We were watching something, and he was like, he'd never seen it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, that's right. I forgot.
It's like, you're an Axeslasher. Sit down. Drop what you're doing.
Okay,
I did.
because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. Anyway, what the fuck?
So the record comes out May 10th.
Boom.
It's on
Now you're
Translation
getting it.
Lost Records. I keep saying it fucks.
It fucks hard.
It fucks so good. 2 years.
The recording process is actually really interesting the way you did it, and you're the second band I've known personally that's literally like treated the studio as like, okay, we're gonna be super practiced when we go in, but we're gonna pay for set amount of extra days specifically to just kind of like be in there and work. And even though you like came in and nailed your parts really quickly, you were able to rewrite in the studio, which something bands our size and our friends' sizes don't actually get to do a lot.
It was really cool. I have a hard time in the studio sometimes just because I got things I'm working through.
That's what the studio's for, is it
They
not?
just come out. By the way, this Blood Red Throne, right?
Yeah.
God, no one else I know listens to them.
Are you kidding? Yeah, I love them
fucking
too.
Love that.
Yeah, they're great.
When I saw them with who did they played with Demon Burger at the Gothic and
Who now? The Demon Burger.
What's Demon Burger? You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know the Demon Burger with all the keyboards.
Yes,
Yes.
I freaked out seeing them. I was like basically bouncing up and down like I was at an electronic concert or something. I was so fucking stoked. I was just like, oh my god, I'm watching one of my favorite bands of all time. Look at the bass players doing all that shit.
Oh
Fuck
yeah, they always have great bass playing.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, that
They're
dude, like,
so,
I think his
kinda
tone could be,
slappy.
it could be a little bit fatter, but it's like, it's just like, you don't hear that in death metal. You don't hear that shit.
See, you got to go a little more
gotta
in the
get
brutal death metal
Oh,
world.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of slappy bass happening, which is
Yeah.
cool. But I still don't feel Blood Red Throne has had the right production for how they should.
Yeah,
sound.
this is the newest one, and I did like the songwriting on this newest one.
They're-
Production, it's
yeah.
not exactly where it should be.
What are you guys looking? So the first real record I think that I know of, well, the record that I got introduced to him on, what is it called? It's the one that has the blonde dude shirtless
The
on
one
it.
that's
Bloody.
got a red cover.
No, there's one before that that's just white with blood on it. And then there's the one
yeah.
with the naked guy.
Yeah.
The worst fucking covers of almost any death metal band. Like just in a row. They have a couple, but when they were on Earache or whatever that looked okay, but are still like some weird Photoshoppy looking crap. Like, man, they have the worst cover art. That's another thing. Get some good cover art, guys.
It's really hard to
but
do.
they're great. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm trying to draw my own cover art for this night.
It's easy for you because you're a one-man band, but dealing with a 4-piece or a 5-piece,
you mean-
where
okay.
it's not a dictatorship. Which I finally understand why my musician father always told me, like, no, bands are dictatorships, not democracies. Accept that and you'll have a better time.
Ron said that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
I kind of like that. And, like, working with Axeslasher is so much easier than anyone
Just to be a
else.
soldier? Just
Oh,
to be
yeah.
a soldier?
Yeah.
I'm just here to help and to make, like, just like, you got it, boss. What do you want?
Yeah, but
Let's
at
do
the
that.
same time, boom, you write a whole song. So
Yeah,
it's like,
you
come
wrote
on,
Night
you're
of the
not.
Shears.
Yeah, that's you are.
We get
playing,
co-writing credits, both
yeah.
of us.
You're playing a role. You're playing
and
a
that's-
significant role.
And I like that rather than being like, I'm like, this is what I can do well. This is what I can contribute. Like, I'm here to help rather than be like, my input is needed on fucking everything.
You have another band to do that with.
Yeah, exactly. So going back to the studio with
Where the
Call of
fun-
the Void, where so we recorded, like, we tracked all the instruments out with Andy Patterson at the Boar's Nest in Salt Lake City.
Oh shit!
He's done most of your albums, and
Yeah.
he's also done Cult Leader and who else? He's done a bunch of really cool shit.
Sabrosa, all the Gaza records. Well, no, he did 2 of the Gaza records. He did. Actually, he's only done one thing, which was a split for Cult Leader.
Oh, nice.
Because they, like, after recording with Baloo for them, they couldn't really. It was really difficult to go back, I guess.
Well,
or
yeah,
work with anyone
yeah.
else.
He's Kurt Ballew's playing the fucking game the right way.
He's
for
got
sure.
it.
Yes,
Oh, man.
Which was
We
gonna-
talk about this a lot, and I take credit for getting you into Ballou as a
Yes, you did.
as a producer because I bought. He did a Creative Live as a website where you can buy classes from people, and he did a mixing class where he's like, here's the song files, here's all the plugins that I use, and he just goes through and tells you out loud his thought process as he's mixing down drums. And what he's doing when he's EQing, and what he's like, exactly what frequencies he's looking to cut out and shit. Like, really in-depth class, and it fucking blew my mind and improved my recording from complete shit to pretty shit. And I sent it to you, and it took you a while to actually watch it, but once you did, you were like, holy shit, this is fucking
Well, and
really cool.
He did another one, the Fix It in the Mix.
Oh, yeah.
Which was even more useful for what I do. It was like how to fix stuff that's been recorded badly.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I'd love to watch that one.
Yeah, Baloo's mixes are super. Well, the thing that started it before that was that fucking Black Breath record.
Yeah.
That's what started it. It was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Because
Which one?
Both, all of them.
Which was the first one, though, that he did that was the...
Heavy
did-
Breathing?
Yeah, the
I think it was
second
Heavy
record,
Breathing. Yeah.
yeah.
That was fucking
That's
crushing.
so fun. That's like
Yeah.
one of the best HM2 sounds.
Exactly.
And they're great at recreating that sound live too. I saw them at the fucking Blastomat, and they sounded like the record, and I was like, "That's impressive."
Yeah, and they had that rednecky drummer looking dude.
That's
who
right.
just-
That's right. We went together for that one. I
He
think.
didn't look at all like he should be crushing those drums like that, or they should be in that band. Yeah, what happened to them? I heard that
I know. I can tell you.
somebody got hurt.
Is that
right,
something
or
that you can say
something?
publicly? Is this a scoop?
I think it's a scoop.
Uh-oh.
shit.
Okay.
You gotta have a whole
Yeah, what-
fucking jingle now.
Okay, what's up?
So, before they were going to do their last tour with Decapitated, not their last
Uh-oh.
tour, like they were going to tour Decapitated. They were going to tour for a while. Their drummer, I can't remember his name, Jamie or something.
The guy we were just talking about.
Yes, he was like, "I'm done with the band," but it's his band. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's
like
what I
it's
thought.
it's his baby.
Uh-oh.
Right before they're about to go on this big tour with Decapitated, which
Is
you
this
know.
lockup or post lockup decapitated?
Pre-lockup.
Gotcha.
Which they were, what
They
is
were
that called?
exonerated,
They were
yes.
exonerated. That was an interesting.
We were
email.
playing the show when that happened. Like, we were playing that show with Exodus, and Exodus's manager is like, fucking gathered a crowd around her to be like, "Oh shit!" And she just started like reading all this shit, like these texts from people talking about what was going on with Decapitated.
Jesus Christ. So it was before that happened.
Okay.
I was selling merch, and she fucking was like running through, and I was like, "What's going on? What's going on? What's happening up there? I can't leave my post. I want to make it $10, but what's happening?" Robin, come over here closer. Come here, Robin. I can't hear what you're talking about, but I can't leave my post.
I would like to know.
This drunk guy's passed out on the merch table. I can't leave it. He might steal. Well, that happened that night too. Rory had to move that guy out.
Oh man,
What did he
that
steal?
was a great show.
No, he didn't steal
Oh.
anything. A drunk guy just literally passed out on our merch, on our merch bar, and our merch guy that we hired that night, Rory from a band Cloudcatcher, and what's his new band?
Beneath the Steel.
I like that.
He,
I don't know what it means, but I like it.
It's it's got Richie in it from Speedwolf too, playing the old drummer. Alex, who are you sponsored by?
We're sponsored by Atlas Cabs, Atlas Cabinets. They make at least 2 of our cabs. I think the first bass cab or second bass cab that he ever made, 810, is Gargle Blaster.
Nice.
Lace pickups.
Lace. I've heard good things about
Yeah,
this.
talk about it differently. Maybe we go with someone else.
What?
Oh man, you're fucking giving all the inside information tonight.
Oh, they were.
Don't
pretty
tell
public
this
about it.
unless you want it on the show.
Well, it just seemed like the relationship is gone
Between.
with Lace and metal artists.
Oh, I see.
I
really?
still think you've heard the pickups I got them on my bass. They sound great. And Patrick's guitars.
I've heard a lot of good. I mean, their pickups do sound pretty good.
I still
and it seemed like they were pretty metal centric in how they were designed and marketed too.
right, and I think they're going a different way now.
Why would you do that? Metal is exploding like
Right.
everywhere. Like,
And a Primitive Man switched from Lace to a Visidian. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it switched to them, and they seem happier because they got guitars by Dunnable, which that seems like the way to go
Yeah.
for metal dudes at the moment. And
I don't understand boutique companies not kissing metal's ass when
Right.
when the major companies do.
they've been
That's
around since the
where
80s.
you're going to make
too.
your
They know
money
what they're
is
doing.
in metal. You know, like
At least into selling to metal fans, because out of
Yeah.
most music fans, metal fans are more likely to pick up a guitar.
That's what I like about metal the most. Is people one friend told me is like, you're sloppy, but it's like that style. You can play it well. That's you don't have to be an amazing guitarist.
it can be part of it. The sloppiness can be part of it. Yeah, I'm a very sloppy player. But
Yeah,
so I've
my
kinda
hands don't
just-
move at the same speed.
If I can't play other people's shit, like I have to play my own shit. That's
And
the
no
only
one
way.
can play your shit.
No, you could probably play some of my shit.
I've tried
What have you tried to play?
stuff up that they call me mad, things like that.
Oh no, that one's really hard. That one's in a weird tuning and shit.
Yeah.
No, you could play everything off the Barons. That'd probably be
Maybe
really easy.
that would actually be kind of fun to do a song swap where we cover each other's shit.
I've been thinking about that, doing a split or an EP where we cover each other's shit.
That'd be fun.
Or reinterpret it or whatever. Well, my idea was to do each Crypticus would do an Axeslasher song, Axeslasher would do a Crypticus song, then there'd be an original song from each of us. Then there would be each of us would write a song for the other one. So you would have to perform the song I wrote for you, and I'd have to do the song you wrote for me.
Actually-
like you'd write a Crypticus song.
Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. Let's put that up by
was
Halloween.
my idea for Halloween. Jesus.
Yes.
All right. Well,
That's
you got to get to
fucking
work. I'll
Yeah,
have to.
clearly.
Shit, I'm already wrapping up an album here. I just got to finish the artwork. I'm 90% done with my album.
Nice. Well, give us an album update.
What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything.
I saw your track list
Yes.
that you released.
Yes.
That guy's attitude stinks. Is a good one.
That's about you, as you said.
yes. And there's poop in the fridge. Parentheses, help yourself.
You know,
Which I'm personally looking forward to the most.
These are your actual song titles? This is amazing.
There's poop in the fridge. Parentheses, help yourself.
folks, this was posted on or near April Fool's Day on Instagram. No, those are not. It's his enthusiasm for the song titles.
I really like it. I think this is going to be the best part. You get to pick the song title when you write it for them.
Yes, no.
Little known fact, I often name Crypticus demo songs.
Yes, well, I think you probably named some final ones. I don't know. I can't remember now, but yeah. So yeah, you could force me to do a song called "There's Poop in the Fridge, Help Yourself" if we do this split.
All right, we're putting it on paper and we're signing it tomorrow.
We're putting it on wax.
Isn't that? I'm sorry.
It's the new
My
style.
favorite thing is demo song names. Like
okay.
the whole Call the Void record
Oh.
was what was it? The only like actual song name is "Suck Me Dry." That one stayed because I was like, that's it. You can't call it anything else. That is that song. But we had Tight Dog, Motown Punk, Try Harder. Like all my favorite things. I still want to make
Those
a Try Harder
sound
EP.
good. Those sound like good song titles.
Right, and that we're a serious band apparently, so so we can't do
We
that.
have to have a lot of fun up until we release the album. Then no fun can happen
No
whatsoever.
fun, no shows. If you mosh, I swear to God, Jeremy, stop.
People
is-
mosh for you guys. I've seen it.
Yeah,
like it.
Aren't you guys moshable? I mean, the new songs.
So
have-
my favorite thing is I'm as we get older and whatnot. Like for me, I'm in the back. I'm in the back and I'm just headbanging. I probably look really goofy, but I have a big smile on my face. I'm enjoying whatever I'm listening to. I'm just
You never
super
look
into it.
happy when you play with Call of the Void.
I,
You always look
I-
very like.
for the longest time, I enjoy myself too much while I'm on stage sometimes. I can't wear shorts anymore.
what balls?
They restrict so many things. I can't talk, can't wear shorts, can't look happy.
You're embarrassing the band.
Are we breaking a band rule by having you on as a guest right now?
Oh, no.
This is the podcast
Oh, no,
that
dude.
ended Call of the Void.
Oh, that's the
This is
thing.
gonna be Exhibit A.
Oh, man. Fuck, what was it?
Guys, don't kick him out of the band, please.
Sorry, please.
I'm saying
I do so many, come on,
He does so many activities and tasks.
so many tasks.
He'll be as grim as you need him to be.
Oh, man. Oh, so studio shit.
Yes, please.
This was really cool. Five
Back up
conversations at
45
once.
minutes back, yeah.
This is my, I fucking love this shit.
So you're with Andy Sneap.
So we were with Andy Sneap Patterson. So we went to Andy to record and track all the instruments.
Give me them nuts. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Because specifically we can record with them as long as we want. We recorded several 12 to 14 hour days. We were there for 5 days, but we paid for 7 days. So we Pizza was talking about, we scheduled time to screw around and to just kind of get sounds and see what we were doing. And it actually helped out my bass playing and my bass parts quite a bit. Like there's the Living Ruins, the song that's out now.
Premiered on Decibel.
Yeah, Decibel premiered it. That was really cool. Frank Wang did a video for it that I don't know how he does that stuff. I'm gonna have to pick his brain. But
Have to pick his toes.
Wait a minute.
he probably liked that.
Wait a second. You recorded at one studio, then you had Dave mix it?
Yeah, so Dave did vocals, mixing, and mastering. So, Andy, we can fall asleep, we can hang out there. It's 8 hours away, so we're out on tour. There's no jobs or anything that we have to worry about specifically for that. Then we come to Dave because we wanted his.
That's a good plan because it is weird to go to work and then immediately after work go to the studio.
It's awful.
Or even worse, leaving the studio to go to work. That's even worse.
Yeah, because you're you're there, you're having a good time, or you're very. For us, we get extremely focused. We're dicking around, but we're making each other laugh. But it's there's several times that I fucking hated all the dudes. I was super cranky and whatnot, but I got a really good performance out. And
Well, soldiers at war make each other laugh too to cut the tension. So
yeah, exactly. That's the best part.
Are you guys filming any of this for
I-
behind the scenes?
I did a full behind the scenes thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Blake from Pig Destroyer did a bunch of noise, actually curated the album, if you will.
Oh, right.
Did, sounds and stuff in between, and then JR and him did vocals on the last track, and Dave really fine tuned it and brought it all together and got us. I tend to be a lot, as Pizza's talked about. You just kind of have to focus my energy, make it instead of a flashlight, it's a laser beam.
Yep.
And Dave was good at doing that because I'd be like, "What? We could do that. We could do this. We could do." Have you thought about? And just just kind of looks at you just like a disappointed dad. And exactly
You're
what
telling
I
me,
need.
world famous recording engineer Dave Otero, are you asking me if I've thought about this? Your first idea?
Yeah.
Yes, I have thought about it, and I've eliminated it 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, before you even came in, I knew you were gonna have that shit ass thought again. And he did a really good job in we're never gonna not record with Andy whenever we can.
Well, of course, that's our segue into Devin Townsend's $170,000 album.
I think
How can you make a $170,000 album in this day and age?
that is absolutely, especially, he's a really good engineer. How does he do that?
Exactly.
Did he buy like orchestra time or something like that?
I think he did. I think he.
Because he's an actual like classical composer as well. Like that, I don't think that dude can do anything wrong. In my just like looking at him,
Except financially, yes.
Well, maybe not. What if this 170,000 he couldn't pull in more than that with his records? There's no way.
Well, that's my thinking was that if he's a smart businessman, hopefully that's what he's projecting is like 1/5 of his cost is that production cost. So if you extrapolate that out, he's probably thinking he's going to make $750,000 off of it, which is not crazy. That's what Ghost got for their first deal away from their first record label. But I don't know. I don't think Devin Townsend's that big. I don't think that
think he is either.
making $750,000.
Well, according to Twitter, he's not that big because he came on there to say, guys, seriously, could you please buy my album? Because, yeah, I kind of fucked up.
Oh, he's overconfident, perhaps.
He's also that kind of guy where he will embrace something and be like, no one's buying this. Come on. Huh? Like he's such an interesting character.
Well,
to
he
me
was
about that.
he was framing it more like his label was disappointed and scared, and he was like, "Yeah, I might have bit off more than I could chew with this album, guys." And so I started tweeting about it.
I think the Venom Prison is a nonsensical name, or it's a reference to something I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it.
I'm still a big fan.
You know, it's like those band names where it's like you just take some like dice, like as many different words as you can, and
Those
you
sex
just go,
dice
huh.
that are like suck on titty.
Yeah, where it's just
Call of the Void.
oh, okay, well, I guess that one
It
works.
could have been Call of the kitchen sink. You never, you just the die flipped over.
Well, they had a different name when they started and got signed with a different name, and they
Yeah.
had to change it due to copyright issues. So
we were trying to stay ahead of the copyright issues.
you guys
and
should have just changed your name to Iron Horse AD. Iron Horse Inc.
Iron Horse BC.
Yeah, one of them. Pick one.
I love that name. That name, like, you know, when you first, like, before I was even in the band, that was like, you're called Iron Horse and they sound like that?
Yeah, it was a good combination, even though like nothing about the band says motorcycles. And traditionally,
Nothing.
an Iron Horse is a motorcycle. But when I heard that name and heard what you guys were doing when you played in the demos, I was like, oh no, I imagined a literal horse made of iron, like stomping all over shit.
Yeah.
Did Ethan from Primitive Man actually? Is he actually moving away?
That was April Fool's.
That was April
joke.
Fool's.
That was
I thought
so
so.
April Fool's.
I thought so. Well, I got had.
It's
There's poop in the fridge. Help yourself.
I helped myself to a lot of poop that day.
like seeing that, I immediately I'm like, there's because they talk about it all the fucking time. They talk about moving to Seattle, like moving to Vancouver, Washington, outside of Portland.
Why such miserable places with such
Because
miserable
have you
weather?
heard Primitive Man? That's going to only improve their sound.
Is that
They are the sound of misery. I believe that's their whole goal.
I think you were talking about that Ethan put himself specifically into the worst situations for a long time just to be able to write the fucking most raunchy music that there is.
I didn't know
That
that.
may have been a joke, but I mean, I know that a lot of musicians, because you and I have talked about this, a lot of musicians have talked about how they'll purposely put themselves into adverse situations so that they can like write real street shit or whatever the fuck it is they're trying to write. And I am at my least creative when I'm in those situations.
me too.
I can't play guitar at all when I'm depressed.
Yeah, it's not even, and it's like, there's a weird depression that specifically relates around guitar too. That's super self-perpetuating.
I've been there. That was called They Called Me Mad. Yeah, that was that entire album. Yeah, that's why the guitar playing is so show-offy on that album.
Because you got to show that you're good.
I was
you got to
trying.
prove to yourself.
Yeah, and now it sounds terrible. Now it just doesn't. But yeah.
I find that my judgment of my songs goes from as soon as I've recorded it, it's the best thing that I've ever done. It's been out for a while, and I'm like, eh. And then a few years go by, and I'm like, oh, that was a really good song.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about this. It's embarrassing to talk about this, but yeah, I fucking love Crypticus. It's like my favorite band.
Well, that's why you made it.
Well, that's what I was thinking the other day. I was like, of course it's my favorite band. It's exactly how I want death metal to sound. So it's
Yeah.
like, shouldn't your band be your favorite band? Like, it should literally be your favorite band.
Yeah, I don't think that that's even an egotistical thing to do, because like the whole point of you trying to make it is because no one else is making it the way that you would make
Right.
it.
I'm trying to take it, you know, and you're doing the same thing with Axeslasher. You're taking exactly what ingredients you like,
Yeah.
and lining them up.
This
you
is
know,
my
like-
special order at Burger King.
Right, exactly.
Fuck you if you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You may like lettuce and onions, but I don't like that shit. Get off my burger.
So yeah, I guess that's what makes it tricky being in a band with a bunch of different personalities. 'Cause
Yes.
Then it's like, well, this part of the plate is really great, but this other part I'm not so much a fan
Yeah.
of. But I have to work, you know, like I don't like the Brussels sprouts so much, but I have to work with them or something. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
been in that situation for many years. So
Yeah, no, I mean you've set up your entire existence to
yeah,
avoid situations.
because
like that.
I hate people. You know me,
Hey.
Patrick Bruss, misanthrope.
But I like fans. I think that that's really awesome that people would support things that we do. But as a whole, I hate people as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. When I say I hate people, I mean it with love.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do actually. Yes, I do.
Well, explain yourself.
Well, just as long as people stay away from me in general, I like them.
Yeah.
That's kind of I just don't like I get, like I said last episode, riding the school bus. You know, I don't like being forced in through all the chutes with other people, and I had too much of that when I was a kid. You know?
Yeah, well, humans, like most animals, are really fun to observe. but
Yes.
you don't exactly
From a
wanna-
distance.
You don't want to live with a lot of them.
Yeah, or you just want to be around the ones you know you can trust.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. You don't want that shifty bear that you
Yeah.
can't trust coming around.
This is peak podcast, people.
The three people that listen to this podcast, let us know on Twitter or send us an email at pizza@axeslasher.com, crypticult@gmail.com. Leave us a review wherever you listen to this. I know that this is a clear pandering, but it actually helps us out. It makes more people aware of the show, and it's the freest way you could support us.
I disagree with everything he just said. Don't do it. Thank you.